handle the truth.
I'll be back.
It's alive!
Was an excellent day for an exorcism.
Hi, this is Joe, and this is the Filmjoe podcast, where film talk happens.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the Filmjoe podcast, where we talk about films, filmmakers, trends, the good, the bad, and the not so bad, all in the spirit and for the love of film. I'm Joe, your host, and I'm here with Carlos, and we are also here with Daisy.
Hello.
So we ready to do this?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Do or do not.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah, we're geeks. We're geeks. So this week, we're going to continue into the series of Who Did It Better with two films that came out the same year, basically the same theme. And in most cases, some of the films, the same freaking movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But before we continue, just a little reminder, we're not professional critics here. We don't pretend to be. We barely know what we're talking about. We're just having fun, and we love to talk about film. Also, in this episode, as in all our episodes, there may be spoilers. So if you have not seen any of these films, you have been warned.
Warned you have been.
Do not. Okay. The ground rumbles. The earth explodes. It's a volcano. Since the dawn of man, this uncontrollable destructive force of volcanoes have been the cause of civilizations being wiped out and of dark legends being born. So this week we're covering two films from 1997 that brought lava rolling onto our screens. We have Volcano and
Dante's Peak.
or Peaks Dante.
Peaks Dante.
All right.
That's a
Okay, guys, now get ready. Here we go. So we will be giving our rating at the end of each review of these films on a scale of 1 to 10.
Uh-huh.
So based on this, we are giving on a scale of 1 to 10 eruptions.
Okay, solid. Yeah, makes sense.
okay.
No complaints here.
That's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that I'm not used to that.
Yeah, well, that one makes sense. Have you said like flowing rivers of magma or something?
Well, that would be awesome. That's really descriptive.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So anyway,
It's like a chicken bake at Costco, man. Mouthful.
yeah, magma.
Magma.
But before we continue, it's time for news bits. So my favorite actress is back in the news.
Uh-huh.
And who is my favorite actress of late?
Rachel Zegler.
Rachel Zegler, Miss West Side Story and the future Miss Snow White.
Yeah.
And-
Off-white.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, both her and I are brown, man. We is not white.
Yeah.
The fairest of them all.
This-
Is hard to believe. You know who did it really well? Lily Collins.
okay.
She was a good Snow White.
Okay, I'll give you
I
that.
give her that, man.
Yeah, okay. And
What about the chick from Twilight? What was her name?
Kristen Stewart?
Yeah. She made a pretty good Snow White.
Was she Snow White?
She was Snow White.
Oh yeah,
Right, and
with
the Huntsman.
the Huntsman thing.
Mhm.
but she doesn't have a pulse.
Yeah,
She
no wonder she's just so white.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Well, Rachel Zegler has expressed interest in being in a Star Wars film. Yeah.
That
People,
franchise is already dead.
yeah, as is her career.
Yeah.
So she's got to get people to like her before she
Yeah.
starts making stupid ass statements like that. Also, Daisy Ridley. You know, she has a new Star Wars film coming up.
Really?
Yeah.
Do
They
tell.
slated it. Yeah, it's called. Well, they haven't given it a title, but it's a new Jedi Order film.
Ooh.
Yeah, where she starts the Jedi Order again, whatever. Well, in true Disney Lucasfilm fashion, they've delayed the film.
Mm.
Oh wow.
here's what they're saying at first. First, they were saying it's because, well, we're going to focus on the Mandalorian films.
Of course, yeah.
Which is fine. I'm down with that.
Right.
sure.
Well, as it turns out, they're actually indefinitely putting off the new Jedi Order film.
That sucks, man.
Well, I mean, think about it. They were going to talk shit about it anyway. So, I mean,
Yeah,
why even go through with it?
Yeah, you got a point there. It's like, oh, we want a Star Wars film, and they give it to them, and like, oh, that sucks ass. We didn't like it, so yeah, fuck them. That's what I say.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound like an old person, but this new generation, they're a bunch of little whiny little babies.
Yeah, I would have written it this way. Luke should have been that way. I mean, whatever. So I'm glad there's not going to be any, and I hope there's no more Star Wars movies. Fuck them all. I'm tired.
I don't know, man. You know what's funny? I did see a video commentating on how Mark Hamill felt about the first The Force Awakens, right?
Right.
And he was talking about how, the Rey finds out that she has the mystic powers in a desert planet, and then she's trained by a robot to go on a mission to kill the Death Star. And I was like, that's A New Hope right there.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's one thing that Force Awakens was definitely called out for. That was just a rehash.
Yeah.
But you know what? I thought it was still very effective.
It's still good.
I still liked it.
Yeah.
I think of the entire bunch of all of the new Star Wars movies, I would have to say my favorite has to be Rogue One, though.
Yeah, Rogue One.
Rogue One was so fucking good.
That movie was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? And I haven't even seen Andor yet. I
It's good.
do want to watch. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, and I'm definitely curious to see it. I mean, but I just been turned off with the Ahsoka and Kenobi, and Kenobi
That was the worst.
Oh God, you talk about retconning all kinds of shit and saying, "Oh no, fuck that." It was horrible. It was almost an insult.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got high ratings from those little whiny bitches who like all that. Who are like, "Oh, it should have been this way." It's like,
But it's not.
But it's not. I mean, I actually read an article with some user review. They're like, "Oh, we need more lightsaber battles because that's what Star Wars is."
No, it's not.
No, it's about the mysticism.
It's about the Ewoks.
It's about the rebellion.
For the Republic.
Yeah, well, but least of all, it's not about lightsabers, and that's
it's part of it, but no.
It's a part of it. It's an element. Also, in the news, guess what's in the works over at Paramount?
Ooh.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Top Gun 3.
Hell yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, sold.
Yeah, I'm there.
No complaints. Nothing to add.
Will it be as good as Maverick? Who knows? But you know what? I'm sure it's still going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Which is what movies are meant to be, fun, not to be analyzed so much. They're for fun. That's what this generation has forgotten.
Absolutely. I mean, you're supposed to just enjoy it for what it is. I mean, growing up in the 80s, and you grew up, Daisy, with a lot of 80s films as well.
Yeah.
A lot of them were stupid and brainless, but they were fun nonetheless.
They were fun, exactly.
And you go, did the movie suck? Yeah. Was it fun? Yeah.
Entertained. I'll rewatch it at some point when I forget about it.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but to sit there and be an armchair critic, try to be your favorite, Roger Ebert.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, but I'll definitely like to check that out. So, what do you say, guys? We get into the watch report. What have you guys been checking out, Daisy?
I recently rewatched for the 1,000th time The Princess Bride.
Oh, I love that movie.
I freaking love it. I love that movie. It never gets old. Never gets old.
No.
Wait, who is it? The wrestlers that is in the
Oh,
movie?
that was Mr. Andre.
Big ass one.
Andre
the Giant. Yes.
I love him. He was awesome.
I've seen that about 5, 6, 7 times, and it doesn't get old. It's a sweet film.
It is. Touches the heart.
Well, you guys know that they were talking about doing a remake.
Yeesh.
I heard about that.
Now, okay.
It would have to be the perfect cast.
Okay, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Somebody, I think it was on Facebook, they said if they redo it, this is how they should do it. And guess what? His approach, everybody was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh.
Here was his approach.
Okay.
Remember the little boy?
Sure.
He's a grown-up now.
Oh.
That is.
Okay.
And he's telling his son the story. He's reading him the book.
Ah.
Same story, same script. Don't change a thing. Now you have a cast of popular actors and comedians from now doing it.
I would
And
love that.
yeah, and that would be beautiful. And I would have to say, bring in the same director.
Yeah.
His name is Rob Reiner. Yeah, he was fantastic. He did A Few Good Men, Misery. Oh God, a couple others. But he's a great director.
You know, and I think this will work perfectly because if you think about it, you know, let's say I read the book and in my mind I see certain characters casted as certain actors, right? From another person would read it and they have different actors casted as these characters. You know, it's just, you know, about a point of view.
Exactly, and also the passing, the generational passing on a tradition
Yeah.
generationally.
That
So
would be
on both,
awesome.
yeah, so on both counts, I would have been down for that. So what else have you seen?
That's it.
That's it. Carlos?
That's it.
No? Oh no, you know what? That's enough. I mean, that's the Princess Bride.
It's The Princess Bride. I love that movie.
You, Carlos?
I got bored one day, so I started watching Fellowship of the Ring extended edition
Again?
Wow.
Dude, that movie. Okay, listen, it's the perfect trilogy, man. Perfect.
I can't argue with that.
It's solid. I don't know why given that I just rewatched them like
2 weeks
month
ago?
and a half ago.
Not even less.
No, I finished The Return of the King
Okay.
because I had like 3 hours left in that movie,
God.
Which is the whole movie, right?
which is the whole movie.
So you started watching. I got it. I'm like
I
5 minutes in.
Yeah, I got an hour in. That movie is 4 hours.
Holy shit! Oh,
Every of the extended
Oh.
cuts are 4 hours.
wow.
But you know
Wow.
what, man? I wish it was 6.
No,
Yes.
I it's hard to argue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an amazing film.
Yes.
That and we went to the movies.
Oh yes, and we went to go see
Ooh.
The Beekeeper.
with Jason Statham,
Yeah.
the man. That
Ooh.
movie's right. For everybody out there, I don't know. Most of you have seen the capsule flash review that I gave of it, and I gave it 8 out of 10 kicks.
All right, refresh me because I don't think I've seen the trailer for this movie.
Basically, Statham plays a guy who is a beekeeper, literally, and he works on his farm. And the owner's this old black lady, very sweet, Mrs. Huxtable from the Cosby Show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I forgot her name. Great actress. And so she ends up getting scammed online, and they wipe out all of her finances, her 401k, her investments, her business, everything, and she kills herself.
Wow.
Yeah. And Statham, who looked at her like, hey, nobody's taking care of you like taking care of me like you have, he goes on a rampage.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, he is the beekeeper of the Hive, which is a top secret sub-government black ops organization.
Where they make zombies?
No,
That's-
zombies.
Zombie.
No,
I'm dead.
that was good. I have to give it that one. So, so he goes after them all, and in typical Statham way, it's not a super smart action, but it's great.
It's fun.
Statham has got charisma. He's badass. His one-liners are awesome.
Yeah.
And it's been getting a lot of good reviews, a lot of buzz.
Ah.
All right. With that said, what have I been checking out? Of course, like I said, we just saw The Beekeeper, which was amazing. I started watching a series on Netflix
Oh.
called Obliterated.
Mhm.
Now, here's the concept. Here's what would be sold to us. It's like, okay, here's the pitch. It's The Hangover
Hangover. Yeah.
meets Mission Impossible.
Mm.
Okay, sounds
Fun.
interesting. Yeah, sounds fun. It's basically about these this unit of top what are they? Special ops, and they're out to stop some dude from blowing up a nuclear bomb in Vegas, and they do. So they're like, "Fuck it! Nobody knows what we did for them. We saved the whole city. We saved millions of lives. Let's party." So they party on alcohol, drugs, and farm animals.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, full thing with DJs and everything, right? So they get, hence the title, Obliterated. So now they're all fucked up the next day, and they get a call to say, hey, that first bomb was a decoy. It was not the real one. The terrorists just called us. We have proof that it wasn't the real thing. So now they have to stop this, but they're all hungover and messed up and semi-comatose. Sounds great.
Sounds fun, man.
Actually,
was-
sounds pretty cool.
It was garbage.
Damn.
It
Damn.
was.
Wow, that whole build-up just to let us down. That's pretty sad.
I know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I was about to put that on my queue right now.
Well, now you know how I feel. I actually have to watch this piece of shit. You know, okay, remember the beer scene in American Pie?
Yes.
Okay, right? But
Yeah.
hilarious. It hits you and you're like, holy crap, you're shocked, right?
Right.
When, or like the Dick story in
Superbad.
Superbad. Hilarious.
Yes.
Right.
But you see pictures of dicks with
Just dicks.
dicks.
Small dicks, veiny dicks, large dicks, dicks in a
Thanks for the
tank.
visual. Thank
Right.
you for the visual.
There you go. But you know what? It's funny.
Yeah.
And shocking but funny. And they try the shocking, but it's not funny. They show you somebody's ass full of shit.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's
It's not even, it's like you go, that's not funny. It's disgusting. They show vomit hitting the floor close up.
Yeah.
They do stuff like that full penis shot with whipped cream.
No,
Not once, but twice.
no.
And it's not shocking. It's more like,
Stupid.
it's stupid and it's unnecessary. So piece of garbage. Avoid
Sounds-
it like,
It sounds
Huh?
more like Jackass, to be honest.
yeah, it's not.
I Jackass was like the thing of my generation. I couldn't get into it. It was just stupid, like slapstick comedy.
It's stupid shit. And
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
friends who were swear by, jackass this and jackass that. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're the jackass. I'm not into that. So that was pretty bad. So avoid that one.
I will.
Also, I got to watch, I don't know if you remember these, Daisy.
Mm.
Death Wish 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I did see that that was available. I was looking through Netflix today. I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
The also
Charles Bronson.
No, Charles Bronson.
Never
Not-
mind then.
Who is Charles Bronson? He was, I guess
The
you could
shit.
say, the shit. He was a Stratham back then. Without
Mhm.
the martial arts,
Mm.
but he was a badass. And what it is, it's a revenge story. And they did like 4 or 5 of these. So I got to see part 2 and 3. And it's about a vigilante loose in the streets and killing bad guys.
Mm.
And pretty good. I mean, low budget actioners. I mean, these fucking movies, they would have a budget of like 2 million and they were raking like 20 million.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And it was a studio. You remember these days, right? Canon Films.
Canon Films. I do
Yeah.
not recall.
Oh, they were the low budget, low end, low rent studio, but they were raking in money hand over fist. They were making percentage profit
Oh, yeah.
constantly.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
movies were very, very iconic. I mean, I want to say it was Death Wish 1. That there was a very explicit rape scene in there.
Yeah.
That was like, holy shit.
Yeah, there's like
Yeesh.
2 of them. In
Oh.
2 of them,
It was hard to
it's-
watch.
It is. They got really, really graphic, and but it kind of brings the point home. But Bronson, my favorite line. He was kind of like Clint Eastwood. He comes across one of the bad guys who raped his daughter,
Uh-huh.
and he has him in a warehouse. It's just the 2 of them, and he has them at gunpoint, and he sees a cross on the guy's chest,
Mhm.
and he goes, "Do you believe in Jesus?" Because yeah. Where are you going to meet him? And he just shoots him. Fuck yeah!
Oh,
Loved it. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely a trip down memory lane for me on that, because there was tons of those really great films back then. So what do you guys say? We blow up into the episode.
waka waka.
Okay.
Let's
Move
do
along.
it.
Nothing here to see. Move along.
These aren't the droids they're looking for.
All right. So first off, LA. It rocks, but not when it really starts to rock.
That lake was 62 degrees yesterday. Today it's up to 68.
That's a sunny day.
Takes a geological event to heat 1 million gallons of water in 12 hours.
What is a geological event? Mike, come in. What's going on? It's tremendous heat. This is no good. Get out of here. Get off the train. Get off the train. Please do not leave your home. Somebody tell me what the hell is going on.
There's got to be something feeding this. When it hits the watch, it's gonna punch through.
You made it rough.
Yes!
A volcano erupts in downtown Los Angeles, and a city official and a seismologist try to stop its inevitable flow through the city. The film is Volcano, released April 25th, 1997. It's directed by Mick Jackson, who directed The Bodyguard and Ellie Story. Film stars Tommy Lee Jones, Anne Heche, and Don Cheadle. So, Carlos, your take.
Implausible.
Yeah.
It's not really logical.
True.
But Tommy Lee Jones, man.
Yeah.
Men in Black.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
That's all I know him for.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, The Fugitive with Harrison Ford.
Never seen it.
Oh, God. We got to cover that
Two-Face.
one. Two-Face?
Never seen it.
Batman.
Batman. Who was he in Batman?
Two-Face.
Yeah.
When? Which one?
Batman.
Was
it
that the
Batman
bad one?
No.
No, that wasn't the bad one.
Oh, the second one, Batman Forever.
Never seen it.
Oh, you got to watch it now. We have it. You got to check it out.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. So yeah. What about you, Daisy?
I loved it, to be honest. I thought it was a really cool movie. Granted, yeah, it's not something that, could possibly happen, although maybe it could. I don't know. I'm not a volcanologist or anything like that.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That is a thing. Yes.
It is. They say it in Dante's Peak.
They do. That's where I got it from.
Are you a geologist? Oh, volcanologist, actually. Thank you. that's verbatim how he said it.
Yeah, the little eyebrow thing going on and everything.
How'd you know?
Yeah, that's Pierce Brosnan. He could pull it off.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he could
Great looking dude.
Yeah, and smooth. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what I loved about it was, first of all, I'm a native-born Angelino.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, I'm like 99% throughout the entire movie, just looking at street signs and looking at corners, looking at stores.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yes.
They film at MacArthur Park, which
Mhm.
is in the Westlake district. That's, where they're checking out near the La Brea tar pits.
Yeah.
And so when everything starts going down, they have the people there and they're across the street was a store called, and this is a predominantly Latino community.
Mhm.
It's a store called El Piojito, which is the termite or something like that.
Piojito is like lice.
Lice.
The little lice. El Piojito. And it's like a discount store.
Ah.
And I remember we'd go there when I was a little kid and go get my toys and stuff and everything. It's in the movie.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
like,
Randy's.
wow. Randy's Donuts.
I love that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you're an Angelino, it really trips you out. I mean, they're talking about, down this street in Curson off of Wilshire and, Fairfax. And like, wow.
I know these streets.
I know these streets. I know those neighborhoods. Even the corner, which was Fairfax and Wilshire,
Mhm.
where they have the old, that cylindrical gold building that had like a cylinder down the middle?
Yeah.
That's, it used to be what was it? May Company.
Mhm.
You remember May Company, right, Daisy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Make
Yeah.
companies. Broadway.
Yeah, and Broadway. Oh, the Broadway. I remember that. Those were like Macy's and stuff like that back then.
Yep.
And that used to be a May Company, and it eventually became a museum,
Mhm.
which I think is what it is today. I'm not sure. Right across the street from the Peterson. I'm telling you, this movie is an LA movie.
Yeah, I love it.
Back
Love
when they
it.
could actually still shoot in LA.
Yeah. Now it's like they're like, oh yeah, it's an LA story. Let's film it in Vancouver,
In Georgia.
in
The
Georgia.
only thing that I didn't care too much about it was, how they just they just threw in there. Oh yeah, there was a drive-by in South Central. I'm like, dude, that's not what we're all
Gotta make
about.
it seem legit.
Yeah, I mean, how that's like.
Jesus. They forgot to mention the hookers.
Oh well, yeah, you got to. Yeah, they have to mention
You
the.
can't have one without the other.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
seriously.
oh, there's a roundup of strawberries on the corner of 64th and Figueroa.
Mhm.
No. Figueroa.
Oh, Figueroa.
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 Say it right.
Yeah, yeah. Non-Angelino people are going, what the fuck are they talking about? And then the Angelinos are going, yeah, man. Yeah,
Sounds about right.
that sounds about right. But one thing that really stood out for me, and I think it carried the film, was Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, and he always has this, I'm not fucking around, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even as an actor, I mean, he brings it across as in his character, but you can also tell that's the way he is. sir, I'm here to act. I'm here to do a job.
I'm here. I'm gone. I'm back in my ranch.
Right. He has his own ranch.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
No.
Beverly Hills home. He doesn't do the Hollywood scene. He's just
I mean, would you? I
No.
wouldn't. I'd get in, get out, get my paycheck, get the fuck out, back to my house with 10 cats.
yeah, and take a shower because
One
it's a
dog.
cesspool in LA. Hollywood is a cesspool. So
Yeah.
I gotta admire the guy. He's awesome. Now, one thing the movie was less survival per se and more let's not let LA burn down.
Mhm.
Right? Did you-
Yeah.
Oh,
you
they
get-
made sure of that.
yeah.
They took down a whole goddamn building to
Yeah.
save LA.
And it worked.
Okay.
Quote unquote. But yeah, I mean, you didn't feel that sense of peril.
Mhm.
I mean, there's danger.
Yeah.
But you don't get that sense of
It's more like hazard management, basically.
yeah, basic because what was he, FEMA or something like that? Or
No, it was
emergency?
EMD or something like that. Some
Emergency medical
destruction.
doctor?
Not a
no
doctor.
department.
Department.
Emergency medical dick. That's what I'm going with, man.
Oh man.
Help me, I need some dick. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but also, and there was very little. I mean, yeah, you had the relationship between him and his daughter,
Mhm.
and it seemed kind of like standard.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was kind of
but
meh.
Yeah, exactly. She was a little pain in the ass, and it's like, Daddy, I hate you. Oh, Daddy, come save my life. I love you. Please, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so it really didn't have that emotional punch. I mean, I did like the chemistry between him and Anne Heche.
Yeah,
Mm.
me too.
Yeah, she was good. I mean, unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a lot of issues. She came out and she was in a relationship with Ellen DeGeneres, that crazy bitch, and he fucked her up because they broke up, and she went kind of downhill from there.
Mm.
And unfortunately, she passed away. She was she was great. I liked her a lot.
So pretty.
Yeah, she's very beautiful, and she had charisma. She wasn't like Taya Leone in Deep Impact, because she was boring as fuck. Please evacuate. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but she has that character. She was really good. But I think that's what helped. Two things helped this movie was the action, the special effects,
Yes.
and the chemistry between Tommy Lee Jones and Anne Heche.
Yeah, and for me, I think that was enough to overlook how they were, just kind of threw in the racial tension between, the African Americans and the police officers. I'm like, that was, I get it, it's an issue, but that was kind of unnecessary to just kind of thrown in there. They just kind of sprinkled it on there.
Yeah, I felt it was shoehorned.
Yeah.
Especially that corny fucking ending. It's like when they're all covered in ash. It's like, oh, we all look the same. We're all the same. Get the fuck out of here. Jeez. I'm like, I didn't come for a fucking message. I didn't want to be like, oh, kumbaya, fuck you.
No, I came to see shit getting blown up, and that's what we got, which was cool.
Yeah. And that was the best part. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoyed it in that capacity. I mean, it wasn't a boring film. It wasn't a brainy film. And it had very little substance.
Yeah.
I mean, the only substance it had was, I guess, lava and ash.
And no, and the little meteors that kept on spewing out.
Oh, that shit was
I don't know if
cool.
it was meteors, but they said meteors.
Meteor shit.
Meteor shit. Well, no, it wasn't meteors, but it was like the lava rock.
Right,
that
the
was
lava rock.
fucking coming out.
And
Was it lava bombs? That's what they called it.
Oh,
lava bombs.
oh,
Lava bombs.
That's right.
I
That's
paid
right.
attention.
Oh.
I paid attention too.
Well, apparently I wasn't, because I don't remember lava bombs.
Lava bombs.
So now behind the scenes of this, now the ash
Mhm.
throughout the entire film, which is really great.
Yeah.
Was shredded paper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now in the old days, that shit would have been asbestos.
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz did
Oh,
that shit.
no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the 30s and 40s, it's like they'll throw shit at you. I mean, it's poisonous. We don't know. Just shoot the
Just
fucking movie.
do it.
Right.
It looks good.
Well, the original actor on the Wizard of Oz back in 39, the Tin Man, was a different actor.
Mm.
And they painted him all silver, but he ended up getting lead poisoning.
I was just about to point that out. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they weren't very fucking careful back then. They were like,
well, they didn't know.
They knew. They just wanted to make money.
Every generation has its own sort of like hazard. You know, back in the 20s and 30s, it was asbestos. In 70s, 80s, it's lead. Right now, we're dealing with microplastics and fucking everything.
Yeah,
and everybody was gonna have something.
And woke people.
Yeah. Biggest problem of all.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, one thing that I really loved about this was that the lava effects were amazing in this, as well as in the film we're going to talk about in a bit. But it's predominantly made of methyl cellulose, which is a thickening.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, it's a thickening agency. Oh Lord, it's a thickening agent that they use for milkshakes.
Ooh,
yeah.
So you're telling me I could have just scooped up a little bit and would it taste like vanilla?
Strawberry, because it was red.
Strawberry.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Could have been cherry.
Could
have been cherry.
Oh, that would be good.
Cherry milkshake. Ooh, stop! I'm getting hungry.
But it was great. I mean, the use of that, this substance with lighting effects, and just it was incredible. That shit would be done now with
CGI
computers. Yeah, and it's not the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you can feel it, you can see it, you can
taste it.
You can taste it and bring your tongue off.
Yeah,
that scene though. In with what was it, the subway, the metro?
Oh yeah,
where that guy's saving that other dude.
Yeah.
Tell me you did not feel that shit.
Okay, that was the closest that came to emotion. And it basically, for everyone who has not seen it, it's a scene where some guy rescues some guy who's stuck on a subway and it's filling up with lava inside the tunnel, and the only way you can save him is to hold him, carry him, and walk through the lava. And he saves him, and he throws them at the people who's trying to save him and everything, and he just melts.
That shit was sad.
He pulls a Terminator.
Yeah, melting.
Well,
well, they had the thumb. They had the thumb in that scene, and it was a callback to Terminator. Yeah. But that was pretty heavy, and it's usually the guy. This couple of characters like that. There's a character like that also in Dante's Peak where you go, what an asshole. But you know what? He turns out to be a good guy. You feel bad when he dies.
Yeah, he's redeemed at the end.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cliche, but it works. I mean, again,
yeah. I mean, it's a repeated thing for a reason.
Right. Now, you guys remember there's a shit ton of reporters that are on there.
I caught. Oh, was it that? I caught the dude from TMZ.
Yeah, there's TMZ. That's not even news.
Just in, Michelle Obama has been seen with ASAP Rocky.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's them. That's TMZ.
TMZ.
Well, there was apparently 45 different real life LA reporters.
Oh shit!
And I recognized like 80% of them. I'm like, hey, that's a guy from Channel 5. That's a guy from Channel 7, and so forth. So they went so far as not only is it an LA movie, they're going to use LA,
LA people.
LA people.
Yeah.
And
Angelinos.
And I thought that was pretty cool. Now, as far as casting, the part of Mike Rourke, who was played by Tommy Lee Jones, here's a list of a few people who were considered for it.
Okay.
Bruce Willis.
Ooh.
Patrick Swayze.
Pass.
Yeah, and who else? I forgot. But basically, those two guys were considered.
I feel like if they had swapped out Tommy Lee Jones with Bruce Willis, it still would have been a good movie.
I think so.
A different route. It still would have been good.
Yeah. Or Swayze, he could have danced his way around the lava.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, man. That's what I imagine dancing sounds.
No, nobody puts the lava in the corner.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, and one really quick thing. Remember the subway driver? He's reading a book. It's called Writing Screenplays That Sell, and it was a very popular book in the 90s. Because remember, if you're in LA, you want to be a screenwriter,
of course,
right?
Or
an actor,
and I was one of them. I had that freaking book.
Oh no way!
I had to, and it's the same cover and everything. Next time you guys watch it, look at that book. I'm like, that's the one.
That's it.
And that's where I learned how to.
You could have been that subway driver.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
You had the same kind of mustache too when you were younger.
I did not. I had a cool mustache. No. So, anyways, that's where I learned how to screenwrite. I had that book, and I had an actual screenplay from a studio that I borrowed from somebody, and I was able to learn screenwriting that way. But damn good book.
Nice.
Educational.
Educational. Also, I just remembered the other person also considered to play the part was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oof, no.
Ooh,
Yeah.
no,
No.
come on.
No.
Come on.
Get out of the lava.
Lava.
Like, come on.
Get out of the lava, man.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Me too.
Fun, probably, but I don't know, man.
I mean, this movie itself was fun. I mean, why not?
Yeah, true.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's now one thing that they were talking about, the legitimacy. Some scientists, actually went over this film, as they do with these kind of films. They say like when the hot gas spews in the subway and kills some workmen, very hot, and it's concentrated sulfuric gas that it could have that effect. They can actually do that. Lava burns everything that is in its path, like in Wilshire.
Mhm.
When it's going down Wilshire, that would happen. It would flow just like that. They say if there was an actual volcano eruption in a city.
Damn.
But yeah, they went over a bunch of stuff, and they say, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is plausible per se.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No, really. You have this like, he's like,
Okay, here's my whole gripe. Do you remember the scene where the two geologists, workers are in the tube, and then there's a huge fissure, and then one of them gets sucked in, and it's like, don't let me go, hold on, right? And then the smoke, yeah. And then the whole, I guess it's like the flames of the lava start like coming up closer, just like no. And there's like a little mini burst of steam, and she
Right.
gets sent back, and the other one is still inside, and then she's gone and obliterated.
right.
Why the fuck does it all get sucked back into the tube like it's from Poltergeist?
It's science.
Makes bullshit.
It's a backdraft.
Back. There you go. It's a back. Well, you know what? I see your point there, but also, why didn't the other chick at least get a sunburn?
Yep.
At least.
I mean,
Well, she had her suit.
she should have got cooked a little bit, at least medium rare.
Shit was melting on her, dude.
Yeah, the shit was,
melting.
Yeah.
this stuff is melting on her and everything, and she comes away with just like a few beads of sweat on her forehead.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm so glad I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the numbers on this. Budget at the time of this film was about $90 million back in 1997, which is about about $170 million in today's dollars.
Mm.
Box office at the time was about $122 million, which is about $231 million today. So it barely scratched the surface. I don't know. Maybe people were tired of the disaster film. I don't know, because these things were being spewed out left and right, but maybe it just didn't catch on. Reviews and scores. Now we're gonna go with your buddy,
Ugh.
Roger Ebert.
You can talk shit.
Yeah. He basically said it's a surprisingly cheesy disaster epic. So he liked it. He thought it was pretty decent. He didn't give it a high score,
Okay.
but he gave it props for what it was.
Okay. Fair.
So sometimes he made sense.
Yeah.
Audience poll by Cinema Score gave this an average grade of B+.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I can see that. It's enjoyable. It's not a bad. It is a fun ride. IMDb sitting at a 5.5.
Oh,
Mm.
ouch.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's bad. That's
Brutal.
not good. Yeah. Metacritic 54%. Rotten Tomatoes, a critic score 49%.
Damn.
Yeah. And I couldn't even find an
Jeez.
audience score on
That's
this.
sad.
It must have been like in a negative or something, Letterboxd 2.6 out of 5.
Damn.
It didn't score well, didn't do well, but it still lives on. It's still kind of has a cult following. It's kind of there. People still check it out. So,
I mean, disaster movies are always gonna have like this following of
yeah.
you know,
I love disaster movies.
Oh, they're great. I mean, we love to see shit just destroyed. I think it's kind of a vicarious experience of experiencing it in the most realistic sense, but you're at a safe distance.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
And kind of like a roller coaster. You're strapped in, you're safe, but you feel like you're gonna die.
Nah, man, those shits are gonna kill you one of these days.
Roller coasters don't kill you.
They kill people. You ever seen Final Destination?
No.
I rest my case.
So
Them bitches died horribly.
How often does that even happen, dude?
Once a year.
Once a year.
Oh,
Once
okay.
a year.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I won't get on another roller coaster now.
Yeah. Just wait till it happens that year, and then you're safe.
Are you sure you want to do this? No, there was just one.
No,
that
there was
happened.
just one last week. We're all good. We're safe.
good.
Yeah. Now sequels. There was no sequels to this. There was rumors for this.
Volcano 2.
Oh, come on.
The magma still flows.
No, it was going to be called Volcanoes, plural. Yeah. Kind of like aliens. Right. Yeah. But it never happened. I mean, there was a low budget, ripoff.
There was a lot of low budget ripoffs.
Yeah, there was quite a few. And one of them was called Volcanoes. But yeah, it never really went anywhere. So let's go with our ratings. Carlos.
Before anything, have you ever heard of the low budget sci-fi movie that's about the tarantulas that live inside of a volcano, and then the volcano erupts, and it's like volcano tarantula, some stupid shit like that.
You're making this up.
I'm dead serious. Look it up.
Oh, geez.
Probably the same people who made Sharknado, maybe.
Probably the same people who made Sharknado.
I'd probably like to watch that. That's
just for sheer stupidity, man. Anywho, back to this. Volcano. Really, these movies are kind of something. Well, no, not specifically. Just Volcano specifically. If you plug off your mind, throw off all logic out the window, kind of like most of the movies that we talk about.
Yeah.
You're just here for fun.
Right.
You're not here to discover the meaning of the universe behind the wrapper of a chewing gum, right?
I often think about that.
I often think about that too.
Right.
Lex Luthor, by the way, from Superman.
Okay.
Anywho. And fun, brainless, don't think about it. Destruction. I mean, that's another one of the things that kind of gets me. I love destruction movies. Godzilla, San Andreas, Pacific Rim, any shit like that has either monsters, natural events, shit getting blown up.
Okay.
I'm there. I'm sold.
Right.
So I mean, I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Decent
7.
score.
What was it? Eruptions.
So Daisy, what is your score?
All right. So me, I love disaster movies. I grew up with films like Earthquake and what was it, The Towering Inferno.
Oh, great films, yeah.
Love those movies. So I'm gonna give this one a very generous 8.5 explosions.
Eruptions.
Oh, same shit.
I mean, we only said it like 12 times.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Eruptions.
Okay, so 8.5 eruptions from Daisy. Okay, cool. Okay, I can't argue with that. It's not bad. So next up, what did you say again?
Moving on.
8.5. Explosions.
Move along.
Okay, so next up, we have a small.
Wait. What about yours?
Oh,
You
shit.
didn't give your rating, man.
Oh, I didn't.
You can't skim the people. People want
okay.
what they want.
All right. So my rating, I thought it was cheesy, great fun. Tommy Lee Jones, he's always fun to watch, and even in bad films, and it's a good popcorn film.
It is.
You're not gonna have a boring time. You're gonna have a blast. No pun intended. It's a lot of fun.
You're so punny.
I'm punny.
We got yolks.
Oh my god! So I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 eruptions.
Solid.
Okay.
Eruptions.
Not explosions.
I didn't say explosions.
Did you say explosions?
No, Daisy said explosions.
Oh, you said explosions.
Did I?
You did.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, next up we have a small town, we have a big volcano, and only James Bond and Sarah Connor can save the day.
Listen to me, we don't think you have enough time. What's that?
Thought you'd be off on your fishing vacation right now.
Because this town's in trouble. I'm the best man you got.
A volcanologist arrives at a countryside town recently named the second most desirable place to live in America and discovers that a long dormant volcano called Dante's Peak may wake up at any moment. The film we're talking about is Dante's Peak, and it was released in February of 1997, and it's directed by Roger Donaldson, who directed films like Species and No Way Out and Cocktail with Tom Cruise. The film stars Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton. All right, Carlos, let's go with you.
Species, is that the one with the alien that they fuse the DNA with?
Yeah, it's a chick.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I just watched those the other day. I saw
Really?
them on Max.
Oh, they're good.
I don't know, man, but they were fun.
Mhm.
Anywho, not the point where we're talking about. Dante's Peak.
Yes.
Peaks of Dante.
Peaks of Dante.
I lost my train of thought. What the hell was I gonna say? Ideas, questions, concerns. Here's the whole thing. I liked it. The human element of like trying to avoid the disaster with everything possibly going wrong to stop you in your way is definitely more present here.
Yes.
Than it is with like volcanoes.
Right.
Or volcano.
Right.
Pardon my nuisance speech. But yeah, human element is still there. The disaster itself is still fucking amazing to see, man. So fun. It's fun to see all the people die.
Wow.
Anywho, it starts off slow.
You worry me.
That was a little twisted.
It starts off like an eruption would, I guess. You know, ash first off, everything kind of going to shit with, like the tremors of the actual blow and everything.
Right.
And then to the eventual burning of everything else, right? With the flowing of the magma and the rocks.
Well, it builds up really well.
Yeah. And it has some good, dumb decisions were made definitely by all the people.
But see, dumb decisions is what makes these movies.
Would you drive your rubber tires on top of these still fucking flaming hot rocks that aren't even dry yet?
What choice did they have, though?
You have a better chance of just driving that mountain straight down, just
going off the cliff. Just going off the cliff.
Yeah.
And exploding.
Better chance, man.
Wow.
In real life, that engine would have blown up.
Okay.
Then they're stuck.
I do not want you to be my driver, dude.
I would have made it. I would have. First off, I would have taken the kids and not left them at home because they're gonna make some stupid ass decisions too.
Yeah, what was up with the stupid kids going after grandma?
She died anyways.
Yeah, and
spoilers.
These guys are fucked up. She died anyways.
She died anyways.
She old.
Grandma's stubborn. She wants to fucking die in her cabin. Fucking, she's made her bed. Let her lay in it, I guess.
Yeah, well,
so heartless.
Well, that was also the character that you think. Well, you know what? Yeah, I really didn't feel bad when she died. I feel more bad for the kids.
Okay, here's the thing. She really did not need to die.
No.
She pushed that boat maybe 5 feet at most. Homeboy geologist, volcanologist was rowing that shit with his hand, knowing damn well.
With the
do you know what an acid bird does to you? It's not like you can just rub it off and it's gone.
It keeps going.
It keeps going until
He had a jacket on.
As if it doesn't absorb into the jacket.
Well, I mean,
so he would have burned his hand all the entire way, right? Grandma could just take off her flannel. This is fucking rocking some sick ass shit and roll with them. 5 extra feet, boom, they all live. Yeah. She did not need to die.
She was a drama queen.
Yeah. Then she's yelling at us like, why'd you jump in, man? Why'd you jump in?
She had it coming.
Yeah, you asked for it.
Well, she put everyone in danger.
So she had to die.
Yeah,
she had to. I mean, if it wasn't for her, she put her grandkids
and the dog. She put the dog in danger. That scruffy looking dog.
No. You know what? That dog was stupid. He took off on his own. He's like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out of here.
I can survive without you guys." And then he got stuck on a rock. He's like, "Help!
I fucked up."
Yeah, I mean, I would have said fuck the dog. I mean, it's like, hey, Scruffy, love you, buddy.
Scruffy, but like,
no.
Are you gonna pay attention?
That's a stupid name for a dog too.
Scruffy.
Was it Scruffy or
Scruffy? No, he was Scruffy for sure.
Oh, it was Ruffy or Ruff? No, it was Ruffy.
No, Ruffy was in Terminator 2.
What the hell?
Remember?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when the Terminator calls.
No, he gives Wolfie.
Wolfie.
He calls and says, "Is Wolfie okay?" And like another Terminator goes, "Yeah, Wolfie's fine."
Okay, yeah, that's
the dog will probably lay in like Dean or something.
Okay, so Daisy, what were your takes on this?
I mean, I think it had a pretty good setup. You have your single mom mayor chick. with an annoying, mother-in-law up in the hill. Nice quaint little town. With a giant ass freaking, dormant volcano sitting behind them. Nobody's worrying about that shit. And bam, shit gets real.
Just like that, bam.
Bam! That shit was badass. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, the explosion, because I remember when Mount St. Helens erupted up in
I've
Washington.
seen videos of that, man. That shit looks cool.
It is crazy. Let me tell you, that's a state of Washington, and we're down here in Southern California. Within a couple days, the skies were dark, and we had ash coming down. I remember my dad's car. He had an old 1968 Dodge Coronet, and it was covered in ash.
We were all ashy.
We were all ashy, but we all looked the same.
We're all the same.
But no, I thought it was awesome. I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun. It definitely had more heart.
Yeah.
And more emotional impact. Not because the grandma died, because,
Yeah, fuck her.
Wow. Fuck the dog, fuck the grandma. Fuck the helicopter driver.
No, fuck him. Yeah, man.
Oh, that's right. He was a dick.
Douchebag.
Yeah. He was just all about
I'll save you guys, but I want more money out of it.
Yeah.
Dude, read the room, man.
Gosh. But I mean, because what's funny, it was the celebration was because they called it the second nicest place in the United States to live.
Yeah.
The volcano's like that. Wrong.
Trying, bitch. Yeah, I think they got dropped at least third. Third.
Yeah, right after LA, right? Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I like the nice. What I loved about it, it was a nice setup. The nice tranquil. It had that epic kind of old school disaster movie thing going.
Yeah, I like the setup when the girlfriend dies in the volcanologist's arms.
Oh my god, yeah.
In the very first 5 minutes of the movie when they're down in Colombia with the volcano.
Oh, that was messed up.
That was funny, man.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Damn.
No. Here's the funny, ironic, like funny. What are the chances, right? You're driving through this entire thing, a big ass meteor, fucking lava rock.
Lava bomb.
Lava bomb, thank you. Hits the side of your car and dents in damn near all of the motor. How that car is still running, God knows, right? And then a tiny little fucking lava bomb goes through the top of the roof and just into your skull, dead. What are the chances?
Well, if you ask her, the chances were pretty damn good.
Fucking 100%.
Oh gosh. Well, another thing that struck me about this was that it was all in camera. It was all practical and opticals, where they overlay stuff with other shots and stuff. It was amazing. The lava, the explosion, when it finally erupts and they're driving in the town with the flattened tires and the truck that shouldn't be running. It was impressive. It was really insane. It makes you just love practical effects, miniatures, optics, in-camera effects.
I mean, the whole scene where the ice is melting and it causes like
the steam,
a water landslide, whatever the fuck you want to call it, full of trunks and wood and everything to swim sweeping down. That shit was cool, man.
Yeah, and you can see that it was all real. It was all practical, and it looked great.
I love me some practical effects.
Oh yeah, they're just great. I mean, the cinematography also. Which I think they amped up the cinematography in a grandiose level on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this beautiful town. Look at the beautiful nature, which is in contrast to the dangers of nature or Mother Nature itself.
Yeah.
And it was done well. James Newton Howard, who scored the film, incredible music. Really really well done. It did have the Jaws factor, though, where, nature... it can be unpredictable and dangerous, and uncontrollable. But when money's involved and politics are involved, people are arrogant, and they feel that they are invincible and they can beat Mother Nature or they are above those dangers. Just like in Jaws, it felt like Jaws.
Yeah,
in very many ways. Now, there was one thing that pissed me off about this movie.
Okay,
my peeve. Now, you guys tell me if you got peeves on this, because there's one peeve I had. You guys remember when, at the end, what does he do? And it was a good idea. He takes the truck and drives it into the cave of the mine as the eruption is happening.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Plausible.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That whole scene was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I almost checked out when he's inside the cab getting the little
Elf.
the elf, which is the device that transmits.
Yeah, like the location type of shit.
It's the
Yeah, like
NASA.
NASA. When he gets in the truck to get this thing and the cave starts to collapse on top of him
Yeah.
in the car, I almost checked out.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, because I'm seriously claustrophobic.
Yeah, no, I
Yes,
feel you, man.
same,
I could
same.
not.
Oh,
I
But
felt like
very
I couldn't breathe.
yeah, you're watching a movie, go, I'm trying to breathe.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were able to do that, make you feel this anxiety, was crazy.
Oh, it was yeah.
well done.
Very well done. I mean, you feel it. And that's the whole point with these kind of movies. You don't need 3D. You don't need 4D. You don't need 6D or any kind. What you need, to make you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
What you need is a damn good director
And a damn good imagination.
and imagination
Yeah.
that combined
Mhm.
make you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
And that's why some of the greatest films of our time work.
Mind you, you know how he put on the transmitter to be rescued?
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught this, but they ended up saying, how long has this light been blinking?
2 days.
Like 1 or 2 days. You try to be stuck in there, broken arm, bone is sticking out, might be bleeding to death, and you're there in one position, hoping no more weight is added on top of you.
I mean, it is possible,
I
but
would die, man.
not to
Heart attack.
mention, that fucker would have stank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a big problem.
No, that's a huge problem.
He's
Especially
trying to
that girl came out. What was it? Sarah Connor chick. She came out there and smooched the hell out of him. And
She was
did
like,
not
oh
care.
my God, you smell so good. Sulfur and everything.
But it is plausible. In fact, 9/11, there was 2 brave Port Authority police officers who survived trapped underneath the rubble for like 5 days.
Ouch!
Right. But like bone sticking out?
I'm
One
sure
dude
there
had
was
a-
something sticking out.
Yeah, one dude had a whole slab of concrete on his
Shit.
chest.
Oh
Just
my
goes to
God.
show, man, how resilient the human body is.
Yeah, so it is plausible. Now
And comfortable for sure.
A
to
little
say the
bit.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Mm.
Now here's my peeve.
Mhm.
When they rescue them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first because beep, 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 oh, thank you, NASA, right? They like, oh, cool, and they find them, right?
Yeah.
Which I think that was cool. They just jump to it. Fuck everything in between. Just, okay, now they're
Save
there.
them.
Yeah, let's go save them. And you see him coming out. What do they do to get to the kids?
They pull the truck.
Okay, what's the problem with that?
Everything else will
David.
collapse.
Yeah, you are compromising the structural integrity of the inside of that cave. It'll collapse upon itself. I'm not a physics major or anything like that,
Doesn't need a major to do this.
but
man.
you have a collapse.
Yeah.
But they just pull it out like nothing. It's like,
Or.
yeah, and then they come out. Nobody's concerned about it. Nobody's like, oh man, But
Everybody knows it's gonna hold, and they're all clapping like douchebags.
Yay.
Hey, hooray!
not
yeah.
like get the fuck out of there.
get.
But
Yeah.
it's a Hollywood film, so
Yeah.
that's going to be. But yeah, that was one thing. But another aspect that I think was really awesome about this was the jeopardy upon jeopardy upon jeopardy.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
conflict that they had to overcome. Oh, the boat. It's they're down the boat and the lake is turned into acid and it starts to eat away the
That
boat.
was crazy. I have to. My nails were bitten off by the end of that scene. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like the emotional side of it too. When the volcanologist dude, God wish I would remember his name so I could stop saying volcanologist. Harry, fucking Harry.
Harry.
Thank you. When he notices that it's gonna go to shit real quick, and he starts calming down the kids by saying, "Row, row, row."
Yeah.
It's very
Oh.
endearing.
Yeah,
It's kind of
it
like you don't want to worry the kids, but
That
some
we're gonna
horror
die.
might happen. Yeah.
Well, and I love the way they accentuate that whole sequence. It's like, because the outboard motor is it's pushing them across.
Mhm.
And this is eating away at the metal. And then he pulls the boat stops and he pulls the outboard motor over and the propeller's gone.
Yeah.
It's all smooth.
Yeah. So I love that. It was, okay, now what? And then, poor old grandma gets melted, right? I'm melting. Fuck her. So then, and then, so we get to that. And then there's the lava stream covering the road. And then there's this. And then there's that. It's just this continual external conflict of nature which really kept it going. With a string of things like that. That I think that's what made it great. Whereas, and it was all about survival, and that's one thing that was missing, I think, in Volcano.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
more like, let's not let the property value go down in LA.
Yeah.
God forbid. You know? But but you did, and that's what I like about this one. It had more of that aspect. And one more thing, stupid mother-in-law, stupid dog.
I like
Which one was? Which one?
Scruffy.
I'd probably take the dog over the grandma.
Yeah, you know what? I probably would too. Yeah,
That fucker survived longer than she did.
he did actually.
He did.
And on his own too, running through the
On his own.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He deserved to survive because he. Now the volcanic ash in this film,
Mhm.
you know what it was made of?
Asbestos.
Shredded paper, same as the other one.
Oh,
So
okay.
they utilized a lot of the same practical effects that they did in the first one, which is optics, miniatures, camera trickery, things like that.
Also,
Um,
another thing that was actually the same from both movies was the fact that both of these guys, the leading actors, were supposed to be on vacation.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
Yep.
I didn't catch that.
I did. I paid attention.
I did too.
Instead of watching the movie with popcorn, Daisy's with their notepad just
He's wearing
blue shirt in scene 42.
Oh, that's something you
Scene
cannot miss.
56 cuts away to black.
We're talking
Now,
about
this-
Pierce Brosnan in here. You got to remember what he's wearing in every scene.
Fair.
Uh, now, the story of Ruth, which is the mother-in-law, that was actually inspired by an actual event.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, in 1980, when Mount St. Helen blew up, there was a local resident, Harry R. Truman, not Harry S. Truman.
Ah.
Wasn't the president.
No.
He was living in a failed, like a tourist lodge of some sort that he had owned for about 50 years, and he refused to leave. Now, did he serve? I don't know. He probably burnt.
God, with the
Yeah.
volcano.
But that was inspired by that story. Now, do you know where the movie gets its title, Dante's Peak?
Dante's Inferno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's inspired from that, which describes, of course, a trip to hell.
yeah, pretty
very
accurate.
light, very light, very fluffy.
Yeah. And, I think another aspect that really helped this film was that, behind the scenes wise, is that they shot a lot, what they called a Dutch angle in production, which is where you have the camera down low looking up. And kind of gives you a feeling of impending doom or foreboding, or that what you're looking at it's bigger than life itself. And they did a lot of these Dutch angle shots that were really effective. Another thing that helped the film was Roger Donaldson, the director.
Mhm.
He actually considered a career in geology and has, or at least back then, had a working knowledge of geology and volcanology.
Oh, check out.
Interesting.
So yeah, and
Got so invested into his work.
definitely. Now, let's go into the numbers on this. So budget at the time, this one was about 116 million.
Damn.
Big budget,
Wow.
which is about $220 million today. No, it's no joke. Box office at the time was about 178 million, which is about $338 million today. So
Okay, so it had more profit.
it had more profit. And this was the one that came out, I believe, second, right?
Mm.
And it made more money than the first one, than Volcano. It actually did a lot better. Sequels or remakes or anything along that line, there were none. No sequels.
Thank God.
Dante's, yeah.
Instead of Dante's Peak, you have Dante's Base.
Okay.
Okay. Roger Ebert. He gave this film 2.5 stars.
Eh.
Wow.
Didn't really care.
What a pretentious asshole, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he didn't care much for it. IMDb, it's sitting at a 6.0, which is, I believe, is a little higher than Volcano.
Mhm.
Metacritic, 43%. Rotten Tomatoes, 28% critic score.
Damn.
That's certified rotten.
Yeah.
And a 38% audience score. And Letterboxd has it sitting a little bit higher than Volcano, which was at a 2.7 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is about 2.9 out of 5.
Jesus.
Yeah. So Daisy, let's get your rating on this.
Okay, so what was it that I gave the previous movie? What was it? A 8.6?
8.5.
8.5. All right, so I'm gonna give this one 8.9. For me,
Whoa.
they were very close together. I enjoyed them both pretty equally, but obviously this one took the cake. I guess that's what they say. So yeah,
Or the lava.
Those keep me by his
Look
neck
at
here.
you.
God damn it.
All right, 8.9. Carlos.
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 I would like to say Dante's Peak had more kind of an emotional push to it.
Okay.
It had more layered suspense, right?
Okay.
Like they get through the river, then they gotta get down the mountain, then they gotta find shelter, etc., etc., etc. Broken arm, right? And it was a little bit more like at the edge of your seat, which is what a disaster movie I
Right.
guess should be doing, right? So I'll give this one I don't know, eight eruptions.
8 eruptions.
8
Okay.
eruptions.
Not bad. Okay. So I found this, it had an old school disaster film edge to it. Like Daisy was saying, I also grew up on films like The Towering Inferno, Earthquake, The Poseidon Adventure.
Ooh, love that one.
Great film. Not the remake piece of shit with Kurt Russell, but
Oh, let's
Damn.
not speak of that.
yeah, that was an abomination. But
Yes.
it had that feeling. At the same time, it was an adventure film. It was an action film. It had heart. It was a lot of fun. I found, the chemistry between Brosnan and Hamilton, the flirtatious chemistry,
Mhm.
was very cute. It was a lot of fun. It was neat. You got two very attractive people. They need to get together and make attractive babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feed the world attractive kids.
Yeah. So my rating on this, I give this an 8 out of 10 eruptions.
Hey.
Nice.
Now let's go with some common plot elements.
Mhm.
Who had the best volcano?
Oh God, Dante's
Dante's
Peak.
Peak.
Yeah. Now
It was an
agree.
actual mountain as opposed to something that was erupting from the freaking subway.
Yeah.
And La Brea Tar Pits.
Yeah.
That was one thing that I remember when I first saw this. I was kind of disappointed because I'm like, volcano. You think that, that triangular shaped mountain
Yeah.
with, the lava popping out. And I was kind of disappointed.
I mean, if your whole movie title is gonna be Volcano with no volcano,
Kind
is it
Kind of like a time travel movie without a time
that's
machine.
exactly what I'm trying to get at right now. Thank you
Mhm.
for pointing that out.
But still, Somewhere in Time is an amazing film.
Somewhere in Time is a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I will stand by that.
I
with- until
cannot.
the day I die.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
not do that.
Wow.
Instead of calling it volcano, why not just call it lava
Or magma.
or magma?
Magma.
Okay. Who had the best eruptions or eruption?
Dante's Peak.
Mm,
Okay.
mhm.
Now, there's the daughter or children subplot.
Mm-hmm.
Who did it better?
Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak.
Okay. And suspense and action.
Oh God, Dante's Peak.
All right. So I think it's a landslide of lava on this one as well. And we're looking. Thank you. With Volcano, an average score of 7.5, and Dante's Peak, an average 8.3. Now, some recommendations along these lines of disaster films, of suspense films, of survival films. A movie called Daylight
Mhm.
with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a minute.
Oh,
That
great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from 1996, around the same time, about a year before this one. Basically, a bomb explodes in the middle of the Lincoln Tunnel in New York,
Ooh.
and people are trapped inside.
Oh God.
Like tuna fish in a can.
Now that's some
Yeah.
claustrophobia right there.
Oh, big time. Also from 96, Twister.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Now, have you seen this, Carlos?
No.
You'd love it. You know why?
Why?
You know who's in it?
Who?
Daisy, tell him.
Bill Paxton.
Oh, that's it. Sold.
Oh,
Game over, man. Game over.
The late, great Bill Paxton.
God bless him, man.
can't
Yeah.
believe he's gone.
Oh, man, that was a big loss. He was awesome. In fact, I would have bought him in Dante's Peak. I thought he would have been good in that, too.
I think
Yeah.
so. Mhm.
Yeah. He would have brought a different angle to it, but really good. Another one I think we can all agree and recommend, San Andreas
Oh yeah.
Solid, yeah.
with The
The
Rock.
Rock. Enough said.
Yeah, 2015. And from 2012,
2012.
2012.
2012.
And although that one's way the hell over the top.
Yeah, but it's the world.
But it's
ending,
still fun.
man.
It's still fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. You guys, any recommendations on that?
What about
Along,
the
that
day after tomorrow?
day after tomorrow?
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
That
yeah.
was good. Knowing,
Ooh,
Knowing
yes.
is good. I love Nick Cage in that one.
yeah,
Love the ending to that one.
yeah. It had a kind of a biblical angle to it, which
Kinda, yeah. Except instead of angels, it's aliens.
was based on the
Which is
rapture.
the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angels and aliens, they're the same.
Wow.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Ezekiel's machine,
The wheel of Ezekiel.
the wheel of Ezekiel, man.
Exactly. You know, we can do a whole episode on that.
Yeah.
On these, yeah. So, okay. So I think that about pretty much wraps it up, right, guys?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right,
I think so.
Yeah. So here's a little preview for next week. So get ready, oil up the body, load up the M60 machine gun, because next week it's muscles, machine guns, and a high body count. We're going back to 1985 when the two titans of action face off with Commando, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Rambo, First Blood Part 2 with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh my God. I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch these two. I love it. I mean, one is more cheesier than the other.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they're freaking hilarious.
the two top superstars from back then, man.
Hell yeah. I don't know how many times I've watched Commando.
Oh, it's bad.
But
it's
so
fun.
bad it's good.
Fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really, really good.
Awesome.
Who would you say is like comparable nowadays?
Nobody.
Right? Because I'm trying to. I had that idea right now. It's like, I mean,
Comparable to
that-
who? To them?
comparable to like Stallone and Arnold.
The only
Nobody.
one that I can probably get close enough to is The Rock.
Okay, maybe
That's give me a better candidate.
Statham,
Oh, well,
Okay, yeah.
but it's slim pickings. Nobody
Yeah.
comes close to these guys. And
Exactly.
yeah, fuck it. If you throw in Chuck Norris, forget it. It's no competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. There's not really like anybody that comes into my mind. Like,
No,
oh, the action superstar. Hire him.
But remember, nowadays it was about it's toxic masculinity. That's what those movies were. Yeah,
Good old
yeah.
days.
Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo.
Yeah.
Commando. Oh, I love those films.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, so that pretty much wraps it up, guys. So please, we really hope you enjoyed the show, and please help to support the pod by giving us a 5-star rating. Leave us a good review, or another way you can support the show is simply to subscribe and or follow us on Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Audible, Boomplay, or wherever you get your podcast fix. Also, don't forget, drop by our Facebook group on Facebook. Leave a comment. What?
Yeah, don't forget to drop us. Go to our Facebook book on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Well, no. What else would it be, man?
Okay, so come by our Facebook group. Come by our Facebook group and leave us a message and let us know what you think of the show. Also, check out our TikTok channel. We got some stuff on there, and on YouTube, where we have all our current shows. All these links, they're in the notes. Check them out. You can also contact us directly via email to thefilmjoepod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your feedback. So, Carlos, any final words?
Yeah, everything that shimmers isn't gold.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Daisy, final words?
Pierce Brosnan was hot.
Okay, so join us next week when we dive into who did it better with Rambo, First Blood Part 2, and Commando. So, I'm Joe.
I'm Carlos.
I'm Daisy.
And this is the Film Joe podcast,
Where film talk happens.